So welcome to another episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I got the saviors of the sewers with me here right now. I got we'll do a little intro. We got Bigfoot Lebowski, piloted by Ian.
What's up, dude?
He's the dude. He's the hairy dude, and he's a furball barbarian. We also have our kobold rogue Xanathar, piloted by
Hey,
Scott.
how you doing? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hey, let's get Sylvester Stallone back in here. Remember that one time? You guys are gonna get rescued by Crunch today, just because. Hey, everybody liked that guy. He like bust through a wall. We also have our resident Locathar Warlock, Mako Tsunami, piloted by.
I am here, and I am ready to play some D&D.
And we also have the belated birthday boy, Hurk Trodden, our half-elf paladin, piloted by Charles.
Tzar, did I hear correctly? You killed a goblin that had kids? You know what that means. You have
Yeah, how many
bloodline. You don't want to start making new supervillains, all
They
right?
call the bloodline.
Every goblin's got kids, you know? They're like rabbits over there, you know? They got like 50, 30 kids. They don't know who's their father. So some guy comes up there like, oh, you killed my father. I'll be like, oh, yeah, you got a father? I didn't realize you had a father.
There was no father. It was an immaculate conception. He was the chosen one. He was supposed to be the chosen one.
But your father
I'm-
left to go get a pack of cigarettes, you know? Never came back kind of thing. That's what happened.
Yeah.
He just made up this story about a shovel.
He went to go get some blue milk. I am so glad that Hurk brought that up, because that is something that I wanted to address just a little. Just say a few words before we get started about our boy Svish here. So, if you'd all just give a moment of silence here for our
I
boy
refuse to give a
Svish.
moment of silence for this.
Give him a moment of silence.
I don't know what I give a moment of silence. What's the silence gonna do? Bring him back? Make his kids go to college? I don't know.
Respect.
Respect for what? What the hell is this song?
What is this song?
I feel like I'm in church where they got one of those pastors with the fucking bare feet and the long hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed adventurers and assorted creatures of the Forgotten Realms, we are gathered here today to mourn the passing
Right, Czar.
of our dear friend Svish. Svish, oh Svish, where do we even
This was an
begin?
asshole!
Svish, whose charm was rivaled only by the aroma of a week-old ogre's loincloth. Svish was a goblin of many quirks and even more faults. While some say he was a bit of a scoundrel, let us not forget his finer qualities. Known for his uncanny ability to find trouble wherever he went, and to irritate even the most patient of souls, Svish was the epitome of a goblin stereotype. Some would even put him on a pedestal of what every goblin should be. But beneath that
Never
green,
put a goblin on a
wart-covered exterior lay a heart, albeit a small one, that beat for his kin. Yes, my friends, you may not believe it, and even Svish didn't for a time. But Svish was a father, a proud patriarch of 2 goblin younglings who, I am told, were the apples of his beady little eyes.
I was told that those kids are assholes too.
His ex-wife, well, let's just say, the less said about her, the better. Huge bitch. But despite this adversity, Svish soldiered on, working double shifts to ensure that his offspring could one day attend Goblin College, where they might one day major in mischief and minor in mayhem. Our hearts may weigh heavy with the knowledge that Svish's absence leaves a void in the world of goblin parenting. For who else shall teach his offspring the fine art of ambushes and petty theft? Who else shall regale them with tales of daring raids and narrow escapes from adventures with pointy sticks? Who else shall blow their children's college funds on dark gnome strippers and flagons of week-old ale at Mother Selinka's House of Pleasures?
Oh, that's the fish I knew.
Amen. Svish met his untimely demise in a manner befitting his character, caught snoozing on guard duty. Svish was not the most diligent of sentries. His snores echoed through the night like a chorus of gibbering mouthers, and he was swiftly dispatched by those who obstructed his path. It's how he would have wanted to go. But now, as we bid adieu to this mischievous miscreant, let us remember him not for the chaos he wrought, but for the goblin-sized schemes he dared to dream. Let us raise a glass, or a moldy tankard, to Svish. May his afterlife be filled with endless shifts of slumber, preferably far away from any guard duty assignments, and may your children one day forgive you for the ungodly mess you left in that cave. To you, Swish.
Who the
I'm
hell
just taking
is
a
Tzar
drink, it's
into
not
the
the Svish.
funeral?
There's also, I have a bit of an EP that's, anyone can listen to that for Swish. There's like some songs that I'll be playing on our break. But as you guys can see on your handout, we have a little portrait of Svish sleeping with the angels now. We'll be selling copies of the CD at the end here for anybody who wants to pick that one up. I also just noticed I didn't have some handouts, so I was using that as an opportunity to add some handouts. Anyways, so let's dive back into our last session here as we wipe our tears and move on, because that's what you have to do with adventures. You're surrounded by death, and you got to get used to it. You got to deal with it, because there's more than just death is just another door, as Gandalf said. It's like Lenin said, man. Like whatever, man. Check the rule book.
Like Vladimir Lenin?
Yeah, like Vladimir Gandalf Lenin.
Yes.
All right, so let's do a little recap. Last time that we left off, we had we kind of had Hurk that was not part of the party because he was kind of like dealing with some of the trauma from before. So he dropped his first divine smite. Everything seemed to be going well until he started going through the sewers here with the rest of the party. So I think what we have right now is Hurk is going to be coming down the hall here, and essentially the way it's working is Hurk is stumbling into the room. He wipes sweat from his brow, looking lucid for the first time in the last half an hour, as he comes to grips with the visions of Tolar and the aftershocks of his newfound paladin powers taking a toll on him as he fidgets with the skull necklace on his chest, faintly glowing in small pulses like a small heartbeat against his chest. As he walks in, he sees a dead goblin boss and his lackey on the floor. To his right, he sees a plain-looking, balding human man tying up Renaer as Tzar wipes blood on his face, and Tzar is holding on to the under end of a rope like a leash, and he has this guy as Renaer now in bound. And you also see another goblin similar to the one on the floor, the big goblin, like a goblin boss, is in the front there, standing by the door, and he's rustling a set of keys as he's kind of fumbling with the door. So that's what you walk in on. You see Bigfoot. You don't know it's Bigfoot. You see that there's a giant goblin boss with a set of keys opening the door. There's a dead version of him on the floor. There's Tzar holding onto a leash, and then on the other end you have Mako who's tying up Renaer, who's looks covered. He's got blood on his face and this big disgrace.
Okay. I mean, this is potentially one of the plans that we had discussed doing coming into this, right? So I have some basis for understanding what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see Hurk come in there, and Hurk's he's like I said, he's got some beads of sweat. It's wiping on forehead. He's fidgeting a little bit with his spellcasting kind of focus there, his necklace, as he's kind of coming to grips with this. And as he walks in, he sees this kind of crazy scene going on. What do you guys do? What does everyone do?
Hurk. I'm glad you're here.
Says a bald man.
Yes, I'm going to go and tie you up now. Give me your hands. It's me, Mako.
Can I do some sort of investigation or insight check to see if he's been mind controlled at all? Because that doesn't sound like the Mako that I know.
I don't really do like insight versus deception for players. But you just let me know kind of what Hurk would. So like if when he's looking at the situation, he hears that something's kind of off with his voice, and he's saying, "Hey, it's me, Mako."
It is I, Mako Tsunami.
So it's kind of up to you from a role-playing standpoint if you think that Hurk is he confused or.
Mako, what are you doing? What is this? Do we switch plans? Are we doing the prisoner thing?
Yeah, we're doing the prisoner thing. So there's two guys in there, and we're gonna go and jump them. And the plan is that I'm gonna tie the knots a certain way, so that way you can go and get to your sword and shield and other things. Also, I have this goblin crossbow for you. I know it's too small for you to hold, but I figured you could throw it at the guy.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. Thanks, and I'll reach out my hands and let him tie me up. And as you're doing that, I'm just like, by the way, that guy in your head, Nami, you said?
Yeah.
Has he been reaching out to other people? Because I feel like I've been hearing some voices the past half hour or so.
Has the Way Father blessed you too?
I don't know. He sounds a little bit different from what I heard when you were talking, but it's the same sort of grandioseness to him.
Mako, yeah, it's I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry.
He says he doesn't know. It wasn't him.
Must be these fumes down here.
I haven't been cheating on you, Mako. I'm a one.
Good, glad you haven't been cheating on me.
I believe in monogamy when it comes to patron things.
So, let me see those hands, Hurk, and get over here by Renaer.
Alrighty, I do.
Renaer kind of gestures over at the goblin boss. And he's like, yeah, so he's with us. That's the big hairy guy. Just so you know. It's cool. And he kind of opens up his arms, and he shows you that the slip knot that Mako's put on is a special sailor's knot that when he moves his hands, it actually pulls apart, but it looks like it's secure. So at a moment's notice, with his sailor skills, he's tied a special knot where he can just pull his arms apart and instantly be ready to act without having to break free of manacles.
Okay.
And also the phrase that we're going to use to jump them is when I say, get them. That's when I want you to go and attack.
All right.
The fish has always been good at subtlety, you know?
All right. Do I go and I tie up Hurk's hands with the same sailor knot to get him ready to go here?
Renaer looks at Hurk and says, would you like to know what's on the other side of that door, or are you just going to barge in? Are you cool with that?
I heard there was Duegar. Is there anything else that I need to be worried about?
I think there's something very important you need to worry about, considering your friends seem to know one of those blokes.
I think about that for a second, and I'm like, what? Yeah, they used to work here. Well, Tzar used to work here. It would make sense that he would know some of these folks.
I mean, you know. Yeah, define no.
As in, you have worked with them, you're on a first-name basis, you probably, shared a couple of drinks at the shitty beer watering hole.
Yeah, I've been around. I go to the different place. There's a hobbit place. I like hobbits. They drink better, and there's two types of drunk, right? There's the drunk where you're carousing around and you're singing and your buddies, and then there's a drunk where you're all stabby, fuck you. I prefer the first over the latter. So no, I've seen that Svish guy around. He's an asshole.
The fish guy?
Yeah, the fish guy. Not the fish guy, but the Svish guy.
The Svish.
The fish. Fish, not fish.
Okay.
Anyways, these guys in here, they're tough sons of bitches.
Are we ready to go? Did you guys want to talk to them first, or like what's
Yeah, I'll talk to them, get them in close, get you guys in close, so that way you guys can go and get ready and surprise them with an attack.
Sounds like a plan.
There seems to be someone in there. I think you particularly that is not of the Xanathars. Like these fellows do work for the Xanathar, but they seem to be very keen on one particular man that you might need to know. That apparently you had a running into before. I don't know where you went before. So, what were you guys doing before this? I'm curious. Seems highly relevant.
All right. Clearly, you want me to take a peek in that room. I'll sneak up and is there a keyhole or something I can look through?
Yeah, sure. You can look for it, or someone could explain it. Either one.
I don't think Mako would know really the connection real well.
I've only joined the party in the sewers, so
Tzar would be like the only
just
one
to
that would be
recap
able to
last
tell.
time, Tzar looked through the keyhole and described what he saw to everybody. So everybody does know what he saw, and also Tzar, you could explain it as well, because everybody was at the yawning portal when he saw this guy.
Right. What do you guys want from me, huh? We're gonna go in there, we're gonna trick them, and we're gonna punch them in the face, okay? Come on. Big plan.
Renaer's like, I don't know if you guys realize, but I'm the hostage here, and you know, since our entire plan hinges on this.
We all have our hands tied. We're all hostages.
Oh, you're all hostages. Is that what we're doing?
You and Renaer are both hostages. Me and Tzar and Bigfoot are going to walk in there as well, like this.
Oh, fuck. It's just us, hostages. Ah, damn it.
Oh, does anybody have any of that ooze stuff, by the way, before we get into a little bit of a scrap with the Jason Statham?
I think it might be best to just not use that and use it in case if you go
I
down.
think we only got one left.
So we will need it if someone goes down.
Okay, fine. Give it to me when I
brings up
go
a good-
down.
So I think that we need to establish, number one, who has the last healing potion with the Oozy Ointment, and it might be in Tzar's best interest to have that on his person. I think that's why he's asking, right?
Yes.
So that if somebody gets down, someone, it's not just so happens to whoever be next to him, someone can pull it out of his pocket and use them to get him back up. I think is that what you're going with, Scott? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Who had
Bigfoot,
it?
can I see the Oozy Ointment? I'll give it to Tzar.
Of course.
I grab it from Bigfoot and I go and I give it to Tzar.
We
Here
gotta come up with a better.
Here you go, my little friend.
Thank you. It looks good. It looks tasty. It looks exactly like what I would want at this moment.
Just
Okay.
what the doctor ordered, as you could say.
And the doctor's me. I'm the
Tzar's a
doctor.
doctor?
I'm a doctor now.
Man, all these medicine checks we did earlier. I mean, you do have the healer's kit, I guess. So, you know, hey, why not? I think Tzar has the only healer's kit you guys have. It's like 4 uses left. But okay, so Tzar, go ahead and start popping open this Oozy Ointment. You're gonna roll me a D10 and also a 2D8 plus 2 for healing. Oh, you're not using it.
he
No,
using
he's
it?
not,
Oh, he's not using it,
gonna
right?
keep
Okay.
it in case if someone
Okay,
goes
I
down or
gotcha.
if he goes down, we can bring someone back up from the brink.
Okay, as you guys are handing that exchange, Hurk, you look through the door. You have to crouch really low. Tzar was just looking through his through the keyhole at like head level. But as you look through there, you see that there is in the next room, there's a lot of commotion going on, and you hear the sounds of water sloshing around as you see that there's a Duegar, like a dark dwarf, who has his back turned, and he seems to be shoving furniture. As there's another guy off to his left. There's a bald guy, and you recognize him to be Krentz, who is the guy that Yagra picked a fight with. And he's a man with bald hair, and he got he's bald hair. He's bald, and he got transported by Yagra across the arena as he got tossed like a sack of potatoes, and it got roughed up pretty bad. He has here, I'll just do the thing here. What we're describing them. Shift C, I think. So you see this guy. He has
Less Jason Statham than I remember.
He looks like he's about to box Mike Tyson. Oh,
a lot has changed since you last seen him. First of all, he looks like he's fully recovered and not so. He does look like he's banged up a bit. You know, he's got some bandages.
Must be fucking nice to be able to take a nice long rest in between sessions.
Yeah, I know, right? hell of a thing. But he still looks like he's, you know, it's not like he's an adventurer. It's not like he's able to just sleep it off after 8 hours and suddenly be fully cured. He's got, you know, busted lip and some bandages around him where he's in a black eye where Yagra slammed his head into the table. And you see that there's those purple eye tattoos that are all over all these Xanathar bandits, these thugs that work for the Xanathar. And you see that he seems to be yelling something at Zemk seems to be yelling to this guy who apparently his name is Zemk, and he keeps on saying, he's like, "Oi, Zemk, it's not going to work. You have to put something under there. You know, like he seems to be. I'm trying to remember exactly what I said to the party last time because I don't want to give away too much details. But the essence of it is that he seems to be yelling him that that's not going to work. As they start to take all these straw mattresses, these beds, and the Duegar is shoving them up against this door, and then Krentz, as he's like pushing up against the door as well, and it seems like they're trying to do something where they're trying to stuff something underneath the door, and that's what you see when you peek through, and it looks like they're and the other dwarf, the Duegar, looks over and he's like, what's all that noise there? What's that? And he keeps on like looking back, kind of glancing back at the door as he's like,
the door that we're looking through.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what's that? What's Goblin doing? He's supposed to be sleeping. He's supposed to be, or he's not supposed to be sleeping. He's supposed to be watching. And what are they doing over there?
Did Krentz have the tattoos last time we saw him?
Yeah, all of those guys did. They're all bald and they all had tattoos, but the artwork has had the default bandit, which had like just like a beard and stuff, but it's since been changed. They're all it's the typical Xanathar cultist look for the.
Did you say there was a sloshing water noise on the other side?
There's sounds of sloshing water and scraping noises as they start to push these beds over there. And it seems like the Duegar is very strong looking, but he's struggling because he's small. He's kind of pushed over there and he's grunting and seems to be having trouble. They seem to be very flustered. Like Hurk realizes that, you know, nobody else really would be recognized by this guy, but you would because you helped him beat up all of his buddies in the yawning portal.
Yeah, we whooped his ass.
So, you know, it might be to your best interest not to just kind of walk in there maybe and just be like, hey, what's up?
I'm walking in there as a prisoner, so
okay,
totally different story.
All right, so just to recap. Okay, go ahead. I was just going to recap your guys' plan, but.
Tzar, real quick. I'm like stepping back away from the door to make less noise, but I'm like, Tzar, did you guys have some sort of like defenses here where you would flood the hallways or something? I'm hearing a lot of sloshing water in there, and it looks like they're trying to board up a door.
Not to my immediate knowledge, right, David? I don't think there's a lot of. I don't think there's a.
You can consult your map from before if you'd like.
Before,
if you'd like to take a wild guess at where you are on the map that you drew out. I mean, we had a really nice hand-drawn map earlier. I think it's a handout now, isn't it? Before I had to. True. You guys can always take a look at that. I think it's right here. I think I shared it with you guys.
What was the question was, is there a random flooding mechanism? Well, if you take a look, we're right there by the beer, not next to the beer, but close to the beer, spatially. You know, there's walls and stuff. But no, there's no.
When he was mentioning rooms where you could get a drink, I was picturing, you know, like kegs of beer and not just like a room full of beer.
Czar, give me
I don't think it's a room full of beer.
Give me a history check to see if you remember what you said before on the map when you were pointing it out before.
A history check of 45 minutes ago?
Yeah.
All right.
See if anything relevant would have happened when you guys were pointing
stuff out. I feel like
this
menu changes every time I frickin' open it.
You were pointing stuff out on the map, and I remember you saying something before that was on the map that you're not mentioning right now.
Okay. Submission.
Okay.
I don't remember what I said.
You're like, I said a lot of shit. I don't really remember all the stuff I say. So Czar just says a lot of shit all the time, and he doesn't really remember, but, you know, you're definitely going towards the good beer eventually on a different level than this, because you guys are on the second level, and the good beer's levels below this, but, you know. Yeah,
I know for a fact that the good beer is below this level, so eventually we'll get there, but we have to go downstairs first. So let's find some stairs.
All right, so I'm just going to recap your guys' plan for you before you execute it. Let me know if there's anything you guys need to change before we do this, okay? Your plan is to go in, and I think Bigfoot's going to unlock the door, transformed as the goblin boss, Boblin the Goblin, and because you can do that using your special ability, because you can go a little short. He's using disguise self, but since he's a Bigfoot, since he's a furball, he can actually take on somebody who's 4 feet tall, even though he's 7 feet. Mako also transformed, and he's transformed to like just a bald-looking, nondescript. I don't know, kind of. He said sort of like Jason Statham, but not quite. You're kind of looking for that Xanathar cultist look, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Is it just bald, or are you going to have the eye tattoos too, or are you just like the bald look?
I'm gonna have the eye tattoos as well. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So he just looks like a white, typical, cultist dude. And then so he's going to be coming in. He's got Renaer bound up. Renaer's got his head down with his hair over his eyes. He's going to be kind of playing it up like that as you guys walk in. And then Tzar is going to be the one who captured these guys with the bald guy. Mako, does your guy have like a name or something that they can call?
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy?
gonna call myself Ronnie. That's the plan when I get in there, and I have Hurk bound up as well, and I'm gonna be like kind of holding them both.
Can I try and ham it up while we're going in there? Just be like, "Let me go, you Xanathar fucks." Like,
Yeah, man, make it as convincing as possible. I want these guys to actually genuinely think we freaking caught you. We're gonna try to deceive these guys.
Make sure you're working Xanathar fucks at least once every other
Xanathar
sentence.
fucks, you purple-eyed bastards.
Points for variety. How many times you say?
Okay, is this the way you guys want to enter it in, where it's Bigfoot going in, and then you got is Bigfoot? Is Bigfoot holding on to Hurk, and then Mako and Tzar have Renaer or something, or Czar's holding on to Renaer and Mako's just walking by?
I would
feel
like to
like,
hold on to Hurk if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's more believable for two people to be on Hurk, and one I can handle Renaer.
Oh, okay. So Tzar's gonna be kind of
Tzar
holding
will
on
be
to
like right next to me.
onto the leash, essentially.
kind of making sure. Yeah, he stays.
I got a
on the
question.
leash.
I got a question for the fish.
Yeah.
So we got all these people in this rope here that's all tied up, right? And then we're gonna go fight them, right?
Yep.
How tight is this rope? Are they gonna be able to fight?
Yeah, they'll be able to fight. The rope will allow them to go and have their hands immediately be used. It's designed that way. So that way they can go and just stab them in the face once we get
I don't know
close
how
enough to them.
method you are with your acting over here.
Well, you'll see. I like to talk to myself sometime out in the open ocean and just kind of talk, and just... I'm going to put some of those skills to use right now.
We're talking to yourself.
He's a very charismatic magician. He's like some kind of dark magician, man. Some kind of warlock
So
magician.
the rope that we use to tie up Hurk. Each of you have like a lead to it, right? Is it one rope or is it like two ropes?
I think it's two different ropes.
Okay.
So we'll say... You want to say it's your rope, Bigfoot? Because, you probably have yours still. And
Well, I was just thinking, if once he broke free and each of you had an end of a rope, would that be a way to kind of wrangle the fellows that were attacking? You know?
Yeah, that's kind of my plan. I'm going to try to, see if I can restrain one of the guys.
But if each of you had an end, you could, split and kind of move forward and, kind of trap them?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
If you can pull it taut, you and Tzar each have one end, and just run at the guys.
Ah.
So it's just a cord that's kind of catching them, and they can't necessarily advance easily.
I think they would just attack us instead. They could just move around the rope initiative, but...
Well, just a thought.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you guys decide on the rope?
I think we decided we're gonna wait for Jason Statham to die of old age.
Oh!
Oh!
I guess, Bigfoot's taking Renaer with his rope. I'm taking mine with Hurk, and Czar's kind of watching Hurk essentially, and is kind of like bodyguarding him like a little bit. Those are, I want you to try to back up a little bit because I know you're injured, so I don't want you to be in the very front, okay? Like, try to like see if you can be like right behind me after we get in or something. Do like a few steps back. Try to get yourself well positioned because I know you're hurt.
Will do.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So you guys are gonna walk in, and here's what happens. So you guys walk in here, and so as first person through the door is Hurk being struggling as he's making us struggle, kind of thing.
Let me go, you fucking purple-eyed bastards.
Shut up, Green One. No one wants to hear anything you have to say.
I'm just like, grow some hair, you bald fuck.
How about you go lose yours?
I'm way too handsome to ever. I got those
my style is very nice. Hey, guys, I got some guy. We got 2 intruders over here.
Okay, Krentz turns around as he has his back up against the door, and he looks at you and he's like, "Oi, ain't this a bleeding surprise? If in Yagra's little lapdog wandering into our territory. Back for more, are we? Is that Xanathar?"
Get these ropes off me and I'll kick your ass twice as hard.
Yeah,
You can't do anything.
This guy, he took me hostage, see, and he beat me up, see, and now that I'm here, these guys helped me out, and now I'm bringing you his head as a gift, see, but you can take it, you know? Yeah, that's the ticket.
Zemk turns around, he's like, "I didn't ken what you're doing, but you need to put him somewhere. We're dealing with some shit right behind me. Go ahead and wait a minute. Wait a tick, do you know these guys, Krentz?" And then Krentz looks at him, he's like, "Oh, right, yeah. I know that Xanathar fellow there. Yeah, you got yourself a nice prize there. You gonna show him off to the boss?"
Yes. That's the plan.
And he's like, "Nicely done."
I go
Why not-
move Hurk up a little bit during all this. I'm gonna move him like right here so that way they can get a good look at him.
Hey, be easy. I got sensitive arm hairs. You're twisted.
Arm hairs.
And I'm gonna put you like right here in front of this guy so that way they can both see you.
So now you can see them very well. They can see you guys and kind of scrutinize your disguise a little bit. But like, so like, Krentz was saying basically to Tzar, doesn't seem to really notice too much that Mako's outfit yet. And he looks at Tzar and he's like, "Oh, trust me, Xanathar. You go right ahead down that hallway there. You're in for a treat, my friend."
I don't like it when you talk about treats that way, but okay. Will do, boss.
Leave the other one right here. The green one. Yeah. The redhead. Take him to the boss. The green one. Go and tie him up in the corner. Something. I don't really care. I'll deal with him in a second. We got a bit of a situation here, boys.
What is the situation? Maybe I can help. Oh.
Well, as you can see, and it's like there's a large thump on the door as he says that, and he kind of jolts for a second. He's like, "Behind me is the shitter. I think you know that one, Xanathar. That's usually your jurisdiction." And had a bit of a situation. Let's just say that what's behind this door isn't too friendly. And as you do that, there seems as he does that, there seems to be like more water that's leaking out of the door and is now spilling out across the floor onto several tiles. These tiles are soaked that are around this area here in this quadrant, these 4 blocks here. And also, I'm just going to need a performance check from Hurk. And since you're having Mako help you out, I'll have you do that with advantage, and I think you get a proficiency bonus as well since you're good at performance. Oh. Tzar, you also need to roll for deception.
Oh boy.
And Bigfoot, what are you doing for all this during this exchange?
I'm just hanging out with my guy Renaer over here.
Krentz looks and he's like, "Oi, Goblin, what are you doing? Put him in the corner. God, your job's not that hard, man. Why don't you go take a fucking nap while you're at it?" sleeping on the job.
Sweet.
But I'm putting him in the corner. I thought I was taking him to the boss.
Oh yeah, you're.
No,
so
I'm taking-
I
I'm taking
thought Tzar
Pretty
was
Boy to
taking
the
him.
boss.
Yeah.
Tzar is taking him to the boss.
Pretty boy to the boss.
I guess you're kind of standing there. It's kind of up to you if you want to be like. You can say that like I'm taking this guy, or you can be like, or you can try to. What do you do when he says that? Basically.
I've got. This is my prisoner. Kind of giving Renaer a little nudge.
Renaer has his head down. His hair's kind of in his eyes there, and he's kind of looking. He's kind of glancing at you guys, and he can kind of whisper back and forth with them. He's like, "What do you say, boys? Do we go along with the charade, or should we strike while the element surprise?"
And as he says that, Mako's gonna say, "Get him!"
Swell.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you guys
you wanna-
hear that, and they hear you just say "get him," and they just kind of look at you.
I'm gonna immediately break my ropes and spear tackle this dwarf into the cabinet in front of me.
Yeah.
That's what I missed about Hurk.
Yeah, baby.
With Hurk's performance check, I'm gonna give him a point of inspiration for that role playing. So Hurk, going into this, you're gonna have a point of inspiration. And, so the way that it's gonna happen is that when you're trying to get the jump on them, Hurk is gonna get the very first action, and we're all gonna roll for initiative. And depending on wherever you end up, the very first action of this combat is gonna be you shoving Zemk backwards, the dwarf backwards towards that door that he's. Well, there's a barricade right over it, right? And which, by the way, you guys, that's cover. All these benches and stuff, they're actually cover, right? So you're shoving him, his little dwarf self. It's like you're gonna try to shove him over this little drawer or this little cabinet or whatever it is. So everybody, go ahead and start rolling for initiative.
Oh man, I really wish. Dang.
So as you guys are all doing that, when Mako was doing his thing where he was talking about getting him and talking, Zemk, the Duegar was looking at you, and he kept looking back at you and squinting, thinking something wasn't quite right. Duegars have a feature called Duegar Resilience. The Duegar's advantage on saving throws against poison spells and illusions, including the illusions. So he sees that Mako is it doesn't seem quite right. Like the eye patterns aren't quite right, and the outfit that he's doing isn't quite sold on it. So looks over at Mako, and he's as he does that, he's like, and he says, "Get him." He's like, "I knew it. I knew there was something not right about that." And then next thing you know, Hurk, who takes a second after hearing the "get him" thing, is about to shove him. So as he does that, I'm going to say that Krentz is surprised, but Zemk is not. But you still get the first action there. So Krentz is a little bit clueless. So I'm going to give him the surprise right here, so you guys can see that. All right. So the person who initiated everything here was Hurk. Hurk, you are dead last in initiative, but you get to take your action first because you started it. So go ahead and make an athletics check, unless you already have. And it's going to be a shove, correct?
I'd like to treat it like an unarmed attack if possible, because I'm not really planning on like moving him anywhere. I just kind of want to flavor it as I'm just, body checking him into the wall.
Right, because you can't take it like you can't charge with your charge or anything like that, right? So, okay. All right. In that case, there's not going to be the blowback effect, but you can certainly try to attack him. So, as Hurk suddenly slips free from his knots, he's going to deal the first blow. Are you going to do like an improvised thing with your shield or something, or some kind of like punch or kick or something? What exactly does it look like for the improvised unarmed strike?
Let's just try that, I guess.
I think you have.
Does 10 hit?
Go with improvised weapon if you're using like your. So I think you get some bonuses for that. I'll just say, like, you use your weapon as your shield as an improvised weapon. Let's roll with that. But yeah, so it's like you just bash this dude with you turn your shoulder and you just check this guy with your shield. And it's a 14. And that is so, but he's ready for it. And as he does that, you go to put your shield out and he catches it in his hands. He's like, "Oh, I wasn't born yesterday, boy. I know what you are. Bunch of intruders. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him." And he looks you right in the eye when he says that. Okay. So we're gonna.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
So that was your action. You can still, like, when it comes to your turn, you can still use bonus actions, cinematic skill checks and stuff when it comes to your Hurk. But that is like your action that you just use. So when it comes to, this is like Baldur's Gate 3. When it comes to you, you already have that. Okay. All right. So we're gonna cut over to Bigfoot. So Bigfoot, you see Hurk suddenly try to bash this guy, and this little Duegar guy catches him and he's staring him down. They're having a little standoff here. You try to hit him with a 14 and it didn't hit. Although you could put oomph in it, I guess, if you wanted to. It's up to you.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Just something to keep in mind for you guys.
Look at these stats again, because am surprised that I'm not proficient in unarmed strikes. I feel like, shouldn't everybody be?
Yeah, that's why I gave you the improvised thing, because I knew that was going to add on. They added like a +5 on there, so I think that it definitely added something. Yeah, you might have to check your sheet just to make sure that, because you do have like for improvised weapons, since you're the gladiator, you know, you can. That's why you get all the. That's why you get the big damage. Both there was like a 1d4 plus your strength plus. It's glitching out on me. Plus your strength plus the +2 proficiency bonus. So it's a 3 + 3 + 2. But yeah, to hit it was like a +5, so that's pretty good. And it still wasn't enough, so I don't think you're gonna get much more than that. Well, yeah, okay. So then we'll move on to Bigfoot. Sorry, Ian, I was just making sure he, knew about the oomph thing.
That's all good. So I'm gonna move towards the action here. It's 5, 10, 15. I can get right up in there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna fuck this dwarf up with my great axe.
Yeah, and like just FYI, I remember last time we were trying to do the double hand axe thing. That's actually a pretty good strategy too. So they're pros and cons of both, but they're both valid methods. If you're doing like a reckless attack, I think the hand axes work pretty well because like one's at advantage and one's at normal. But I think if you're just doing like a regular thing, probably your big axe is probably the way to go. Just to clarify. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do the old great axe.
Go for it, man. So you rush in. All of a sudden, this the Boblin the Goblin goes spastic and just starts like rushing at this guy and is frothing at the mouth. He's like, "What the hell?" He does seem a little bit taken aback by that. And that 16 is enough. So like when you come up to the so he's holding on to the shield, and as you come, he's somewhat distracted, but he looks over and he's like, "Boblin, what you doing?" And then bam, all of a sudden just a great axe to the face as he's lets go of the shield that Hurk gets his shield back as he takes a major blow as he cracks down for 12 slash. Is that a max? Or is 8 + 4?
Yeah, that's a 12 max. Yeah, it's.
You got the +4 modifier on that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and with that, he looks pretty roughed up, but not quite enough to be bloodied by that attack. HP. So that was your action, sir. Anything you'd like to do with cinematic skill check, bonus actions? You're out of rages, but you guys can always bonus action shove if you line it up right or whatever for the direction. But Hurk's kind of in your way for shoving. But you could try to shove him into his ally, or just in general, like if you can get somebody to try to shove them to do bludgeoning damage or get them away so that you don't get opportunity attack and stuff. That's always an option for people. You can also try to get behind him for flanking. You could try to tumble through him using acrobatics. Even though he's a little guy, it's kind of funny. You're like, look, tumble through his legs. But if you do get behind him, like if you're like Hugh and Hurk are like that, you will have your back against whatever is on the other side of this door, but also you'll be in flanking position. In fact, if you had just gone another inch, like another square forward, you could have flanked with that last attack. But it's okay, you hit anyways.
I guess it'd be nice for someone to be in range of Mr. Statham over there, huh? So I'm still in my goblin form, though. Does that make it easier or harder to kind of tumble over him?
Oh, well, I don't think it actually changes the dimensions. I think it's just a more believable illusion. You know, so I think if somebody actually were to pass their hand over, they would hit you. Like if they're trying to like whiff over, it might throw them off for attacks and stuff. But there are options to kind of power through with strength. But we currently have it just set up with dex, and you have decent dex for acrobatics. So I'll just say like you can like, what do you call it when you hop over like a little hurdle? You know, like a post, and you do your legs go.
I might just want to like hurdle him and just be like in this square over here instead.
Okay, so it's going to be a contested acrobatics check. He rolls a 18. So if you can do that, you can pass through. If you can beat an 18, you can go through that. And that will use your bonus action regardless of the result.
Nope.
13. So you try. You're like, I'm small. I'm this little 4 foot tall Boblin the Goblin. But as you do that, you just slam right into me. He's like, so he's still reeling from just being all bloodied, and you try to slip past him, and you guys bump into each other as he impedes your path.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for me.
Okie dokie. Tzar, you're up, my friend. Tzarify.
Well, I got all my buddies over there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little something for them. I'm gonna do a little something. I got a little thing I like to call it pack tactics, and I had no pack of smokes like Svish went to go get with fucking kids. I'm gonna move out here, and I got a nice clean line of sight, I think, on this stupid dwarf. Look at how stupid he looks. You know, he's gonna look real stupid soon.
You don't need a perception check to know that.
You don't need a perception check to know how stupid this guy looks. Oh my god, this guy looks like he can't.
Passively stupid looking.
This guy looks like he reads at about a page a year, you know what I'm saying? It looks like he has to take a fucking break every fucking sentence. This guy looks like he looks illiterate, is what I'm saying. Anyways, he's gonna be real illiterate after I do this. Check this out. On advantage, because I got them pack tactics. Shing! Boom! Spicy pellets. 2 sneaky damage.
Because you're attacking with advantage, and you're doing a sneak attack. So Tzar winds up with his spicy boy sling, fires it at whom? At the Duegar?
The stupid boy. Yeah.
Wow, this guy's just getting blitzed, man. And as you do that, he what was it? A 21 to hit? Yeah, that's enough. So as you do that, he takes 9 bludgeoning from the sling attack and 2 sneaky damage. The sneak attack takes 11 damage, and with that, he is bloodied.
And about his eyes all fucked up too, right? Yeah. Disadvantage on range and perception checks. Okay, I guess that's useless, but whatever.
Oh yeah, so like now his eyes start to burn as well from that, and we can tweak that. If I didn't want it to be too overpowered at the beginning, but you know, there may be a chance of blinding and stuff in very specific scenarios. I'll try to tweak that in the future. But so you did 11 damage. What did Bigfoot do earlier? I missed that one because I was. Do you remember how much damage you did, Ian?
You 12?
He did 12 damage.
Slashing. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 and 11. Oops. 23. Okay. By the way, you guys can use, if you do use the double square brackets on both sides, and you can do like math equations and stuff using the inline chat. This guy looks like he's just barely hanging on as you land that sneak attack damage. He is bloodied and he is roughed up. He is double bloodied.
No.
As he closes his eyes and he's shaking his head back and forth and he's feeling it. Nice math.
Yeah, you feeling it. Jason Statham's like watching his guy.
Yeah, man, I'm just watching you guys absolutely like bum rush this man. It's great. I love it.
Well, my strategy with attacking games is always to focus on one guy, get the number of attackers down as fast as possible,
baby.
As he gets hit there, Krentz is like, "Oh, what are you doing, mate? You gotta do your thing. Do your thing. Come on, Hulk smash."
Do your thing.
He's a right menace when he's in the mood. You in the mood there, Zemk? Come on. Come on.
He's just like,
Anything else Tzar would like to do? Movements and
wants to hide behind Renaer.
Bonus action hide.
Yeah.
Renaer's not really tall enough for you to line of sight for that. Bigfoot, it makes sense. Renaer is just a normal dude. Try to hide behind one of these beds or something.
Yeah, behind this little crate in the corner.
Sure. Okay, so you're hiding behind a little crate there, and you have half cover. So it's a +2 to your AC. Yep. And that's a successful against Zemk, and Krentz he knows where you are. Because he saw.
Sure.
Okay.
I passed my turn.
Okay.
I have to do that.
Go for it.
Gotta find the button. End of turn.
All right, I'm up. I wanted to let you know that you forgot Renaer in initiative, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, let me roll that real quick because he might be hopping in here real quick.
Yeah, he might be in front of me, so I just want to make sure.
He could always slingshot, yeah. You know, we'll see here in a second. What did he roll? Nat 20, baby. Okay, so yeah, he would have been first, but that's okay. I'm gonna say that he slingshots. So we'll put him. Well, it's kind of jacked up because like.
You can put him in front of me. It's cool.
I will just put him right in front of you. I'll put him with like an 18.5. But if we had caught that earlier, what I like to do is just drop people down. I've been trying to raise them up and it messes things up. I'm going to drop them back down. When somebody slingshots, you get sent down your number slightly. All right. So, where are you, Mako? You're over there. So, and he's like, you said to get him. Now get him. Go. You go ahead. I'll finish him off, eh? And he passes to Mako, slingshots you forward.
Okay, I'm going to go and be like, all right, and I'm going to try to, and I grab my mighty fishing net, and I'm going to try to attempt to net this guy right here. So we're going to see if that works.
You're going to try to get
21.
Who are you
this guy right here.
Oh,
I'm going to get him.
Okay. 21 is good, and I think that if it just lands, right? There's not like a dex saving throw. It's just it lands like an attack roll. Yeah, it's like against
his AC, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you cast the fisherman's net on him. Wherever you keep that thing, Mako casts it over Hurk and over the Duegar and onto Krentz, who has his back up, and he's an easy target as he just sits up against the wall, trying to keep whatever is behind this back. And as he does that, he pulls his back away from it as the weighted net comes down and drags him down, and he is restrained.
You are my next catch! Ha 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 ha!
Very nice. The fishman's doing fish things, man. And with that, he's going to have advantage on if you guys attack him since he is restrained.
Yep, and now I'm going to do my thing, and I'm going to get out of there. Mako's going to run away.
No bonus action?
1, 2.
He's gonna Mako like a tree and leaf.
Yeah, 3, and hide behind the bed.
Wait, but does Hurk say that in character? I don't know. To give him inspiration earlier. Okay.
I don't think I would have said that in character. That doesn't seem
right.
style of comedy.
Hurk doesn't understand puns.
I'm going to cinematic skill check, a nature check on the dwarf, and just kind of like try to see like how scary he is, like, you know, like how strong this guy probably is.
Okay, roll me insight.
Alrighty, insight.
Or history if you're trying to figure out like the Duegar.
16.
Okay, so Mako, just by sizing him up, you've seen some Duegar, and you remember that like these guys have the ability to go into Hulk mode, and you can see this guy is starting to tense up, and he's starting to almost like, it's like he's like, this isn't my final form yet kind of thing. He's starting to kind of bulge a little bit in certain places, you know, not like that, but like, you know, he's like starting to get swole, you know. He's swelling up, and you realize that he looks like he's about to transform. He's about to get large.
Who? The dwarf?
The dwarf is about ready to, so do that what you will. Mako knows that. He can share the information with others if he feels like that insight is valuable to his allies.
He looks like he's about to get big, guys. I don't think the small guy is gonna be small for much longer.
We should kill him.
Yeah, you should. And Mako's gonna go, and in the back behind here, he's gonna start working on the rope that was around Hurk, and start trying to create like, you know, a lasso, essentially, right now.
Okay, so you can use that as your bonus action. There's nothing else you want to do for your bonus action? You want to use that?
I don't think I can lasso him immediately with just like plain rope.
I'm thinking of something
like
that's on
right
that
now,
you
so
is like your
I don't
go-to
think I
bread
can
and
do that
butter
till the
kind of
other
move. Just wondering if you're just trying to do something different.
My go-to bread and butter kind of move. What do you mean?
Like you've used your action so far, right? But not your bonus.
Yeah,
action.
I've used. Yeah, I don't really think I can.
Am I missing something? So is there a reason why you're not using your spectral tentacle?
Yeah, I don't have it. I used both of them in one day. I can't use that thing today.
Okay, cool. All right, so you can only use it like once per day or something?
I can only twice per day, and I used it twice per day.
Okay, cool.
I used it in the Yawning Portal, and I used it in the what's it called? Like the storage area. Remember when I killed that guy and traumatized Mako? Now he's scared to kill people.
Oh yeah, that's how you killed the guy with him. Okay, yeah, sorry,
that's how I killed the guy. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was is that because of magic initiate or something? Your first level spell that you took from that or something?
No, it's just plus my proficiency bonus. So I have a +2 proficiency bonus, so I can summon it twice per day.
Okay, cool. All right, man. I'm just making sure that I'm not.
Okay.
Clearly, I was missing something there. So okay, all right, good to know.
So yeah, I'm just trying to do the rope now that was around Hurk, and trying to form it now into a lasso. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to do my best to keep these guys in check for my crew.
All right. So give me
my turn.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you let it go ahead. All right, man. So let's continue on. So we're gonna move on from Mako to, and we're at the halfway point right now. Do you guys want to take the break now, or do you want to like see if we can? It probably take another 10 or so minutes to finish this combat. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I could use a piss break, but I can wait 10 minutes if that's all it's going to take.
Ian's got a little Gatorade bottle he keeps for just this occasion.
How about we take a break?
Want to?
Let's take a break, and then that way we won't get interrupted when we resolve the end of the combat and all the cinematics and stuff like that. Okay. So we'll be back in what time is it right now? 9:38. Yeah. So you guys will just hang out, and meanwhile I'll play some of the EP soundtracks for you guys when we're gone. If anybody wants to listen. Here we go. Go for it. Let's do.
Damn.
You can use this one for Burka. It's like, yeah, I guess. You just play, like, let me just play a little something.
Little candle music. A little fucking music, buddy.
In the darkness, he reaps his spell casting dreams. His voice like silk, it lingers in the gentle breeze.
If Zarfar had a dick, it would be huge. Listening to this.
The big tail energy.
Yeah, that's right. Ariana Grande left Pete Davidson for Czar. Damn.
What am I listening to?
Ariana Grande's love song to Zarfar after a quick
What?
Again. Yeah.
No, that song was called Sneaky T's Serenade.
Sneaky T.
This is what we're listening to. Their Mako.
You know, Mako's song's awesome.
What the heck?
Captain Mako, the fearless fisherman, with his crew of
Oh my god.
on adventures they embark.
This is hilarious.
Captain Mako, the legend of the sea, singing
Song goes hard in my
glory, a fearless melody. Oh, Captain Mako, the legend of the sea, singing songs of glory, a fearless melody. Oh, Captain Mako, with a heart so bold, navigating waters with tales yet to be told. He's a master angler with a rod of gold, fishing tales of wonder. His stories unfold. From Waterdeep to distant shores, his name's known far and wide. Captain Mako, the captain of the tide. Oh, Captain Mako, the legend of the sea, singing songs of glory, a fearless melody. Oh, Captain Mako, the legend of the sea, singing songs of glory, a fearless melody. Oh, Captain Mako.
All right. I think we're almost back to our break is over at 48. So is everybody getting back? Let's check where.
Genuine question. How did you make those?
This is AI, man. You know.
Like, those were cool. AI? Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know AI. Like, I heard AI could do songs, but I didn't think they could. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, I'm not really planning on doing much with them. It's just for fun. It's just for like our what do you call it? Our intermission music or whatever. So, not like I'm gonna sell them or anything for like a fucking record, but you know, I was making some stuff for that Sleeping Goblin Angels song, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do one for everybody. So everybody's got a little theme song.
Hurks is just Careless Whisper.
You know, I started out with like Sarah McLachlan kind of thing for the Goblin, and I was like, all right, we need a little pick me up after this. So. Is Scott still coming back?
I'm here.
Oh,
I've never left, buddy. I had to turn the video off for the data.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Okay, cool. All right.
Sorry about that. But...
So we're coming back from the break, but before we do, I gave out a little bit inspiration earlier with Hurk, you know, because I don't know if y'all know this, but it was Hurk's birthday. What? Last session, sort of. Trying to celebrate
2 months
now.
ago, something like that.
So, you know, celebrate. I got a little something for you, Hurk. This one's
Oh baby.
This one's going out to Hurk.
It's your special day, my boy Hurk. Putting on a show, about to make it work.
Damn.
Time to celebrate, party going berserk. Nothing can compare, his birthday is a perfect. Throwing confetti in the air, it's really fun. We about to turn up from dusk till dawn. Living in the trap, we ain't leaving none.
Who's twerking for her?
It just so happens Hurk rhymes with twerk.
Happy trap birthday, Hurk.
Thank you.
Hurk loves
Are
straps,
you getting
man.
crunk? Did you get crunk?
You mean in real life or in game?
Both.
Yes and no.
In a world of darkness and deceit, there's a hero that no one can beat. Hurk the mighty conqueror, so bold. With his ocarina, he'll never fold. He slays the mimics with a single swing. Gelatinous cubes to him, they're nothing. And ladies' hearts, he's got them all swooning. Hurk the legend, always winning. Happy birthday, Hurk, you're the best of best. Slaying monsters, put them all to the test. With your ocarina playing, you're a star. The legend of Hurk, both near and far. Yeah.
All right, man. Happy birthday, man. Get that inspiration, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. You make this game so much fun. Like that performance earlier, like I was gonna give you birthday inspiration, but man, you don't fucking need it. You got that performance. I love it. You guys were all great, actually. I just gave Ian the inspiration from Renaer earlier and stuff, though. So I had to spread the love. So you guys were all doing. I really appreciate you guys doing all the role playing. That's great. It's a lot better than we walk in and we start guns blazing.
And we started blasting.
So anyways, we started blasting.
What we did wasn't that much different from just blasting.
I mean, like, we got closer and then we started blasting, okay? Like, we got one guy surprised at least, so that's pretty good.
All right, you guys ready to get started again?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
All right, did you just pass?
Yep, I
Yeah,
passed.
where's Renaer?
I think he's, like, after me or
above Tzar.
something.
Between
Or it's
Bigfoot and
this
Tzar.
guy. He's between Bigfoot and Tzar. Got
Okay.
it. Sweet, alright.
Okay, so now we're up to Zemk. And like Krentz was saying before, he's like, "Hey Zemmy, do your thing. Come on, do your thing." And so Zemk he looks like he's already starting to swell up, and as he does that, he's gonna use his action to get large. So he
Getting large.
right here.
Large.
Okay, so like for 1 minute, he magically increases his size. He goes from being a small little dude to large. So he gets as large as he can. And so he's gonna step over one spot here so that he can get bigger. As he does that, he swells up to a large-sized creature there, and he's gonna maintain this for the next minute. All of his attacks are gonna be with an extra damage die, as he that's an ability
Does he
that
get
all Duegar have.
Sorry. Does he get opportunity attacked by Bigfoot then if like he's gonna leave that radius?
He didn't leave any radius. He's just right next to him. He didn't leave his 5-foot radius at all.
Radius.
We didn't leave my radius, man. And so with that,
Definitely Bigfoot's radius, though.
Oh, Bigfoot. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bigfoot.
he
That's
would
what I
for-
was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, then he would just go this way.
There you go.
There you go.
Solves that.
Okay. So he gets away from the door there. So he bursts through you guys as he's starting to get bigger, and you guys are kind of pushed back as he starts to transform and go Hulk mode. And shit, my whole thing just reset. All my notes.
Oh my god, now he's big and stupid. Damn it.
Don't worry,
believe
sir. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
He says, "All right, I'm gonna crush all you. I'm gonna flatten you like pancakes." And
He uses his bonus action to shove Bigfoot. So, gonna be a contested strength check. Go ahead and give me a athletics or an acrobatics check to resist him shoving you, Bigfoot.
All right. Give me a
Just
second.
trying to shove you towards that. And as he does that, hit 2 at the same time.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Either or, whatever you prefer. You probably want to go with the athletics, even though your acrobatics is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Both of yours are pretty good, but you got 20 and 8. So as he shoves you forward, he knows something you guys don't. There is a stirring behind the shitter area, because as you get shoved back, all of a sudden something slides its way through the door that Krentz was just holding now that he's restrained, and a gray sludgy material oozes its way out from beneath the bathroom stall area. And as Zemk pushes you in, he pushes you into the space of the ooze. And as you do that, take 1d4. Give me a dexterity saving throw, actually, Bigfoot, with your danger sense, because yeah, you should have something for your danger sense here.
This is what happens after taco night in the mess hall, huh?
Yeah, right.
You guys see the sludge go through. There are portions. So now the door seems to be like acidically. There's acid that's eating away at the metal parts of the door, and the door is now just falling. Like the hinges have now fallen as well as it slides under, and now the door is open. You can see that there is a bathroom area that need to be revealed here, and there are some skeletons in there, of various people, of different shapes and sizes. And it looks like there are some little fragments of some smaller bones that are floating around in this ooze as well, as it starts to corrode all of the metal surfaces along the door as it slides over. Dex 12 saving throw. So as you fall back into this, you brush up against this ooze as it sludges out, and you kind of land in it like your big foot, the what do you call it? The big cake that you got back there, the big hairy cake, lands with the splat onto this large ooze. And as you do that, you feel a little singe on your booty as you take 1d4 acid damage. So you take 2 acid damage, 1 to each cheek, as you land on that. And you manage to
it's like eating some good Thai food the next day.
It's a Thai. That's the type of ooze it is. It's a Thai ooze. Okay, and
I have to congratulate you on making the most disgusting looking bathroom. It just looks so nasty.
Looks like that thing has been had a busy night. As you guys recall, when you came through, there were some of the beds the bed sheets were kind of unkempt. It seemed like some people had gotten up in the middle of the night. And interesting that Goblin went back to sleep after all this drama, but not the world's best boss. When some of your employees and God knows who else are getting eaten alive in a bathroom stall.
When bidets go wrong.
That's me, baby. Call me Bidavid. Hell yeah. Bidavid the DM. Yeah.
Bidavid. That's gonna get it to Scottcast.
That's all he can do with this turn there. I'm on the need to get the GM thing. That's all Zemk can do with this turn. So he does that, pushes Bigfoot back. And now we go on to Krentz. So Krentz is freaking out. Luckily this isn't like a metal net, so it's not going to eat away at the ropes or anything like that. And he is totally restrained as he tries to struggle. But he's surprised, so he can't use his action to try to escape out of the rope. So he's not looking good. He's kind of like a healthy distraction, I think, from this ooze. So he's passing. So he just says, he's like,
anything he has to say to Mako for throwing a net on him and running away? Does he have
He's just yelling shit at Hurk. He's like, not so tough about your missus here, are you? And then the ooze comes up to him and he's like, kind of trying to scooch away, but struggling. He looks very disoriented. He's like, I don't often mix business for pleasure, but I'd be lying if I don't enjoy killing you lot. So it seems like he still has a pretty good sense of humor as he's lying there. Okay, he passes his turn, and we're on to Hurk. Hurk, you see quite a sight here as the ooze comes out, and you got Jason Statham talking shit to you as he's about to probably get eaten by an ooze, and Bigfoot's rolling, just dusting his ass off. He's got like acrid smoke coming off of each cheek, singed hairs.
Yeah, that's rough. So I've already used my action for this turn, right? So I just have
that's
bonuses
right,
and everything else, right?
That's true.
I think what Hurk's gonna do is he sees this and he's just gonna start backing up, and then he's gonna take this opportunity to try and like get in front of this Duegar and like hold him back as best I can. I've got my shield at the ready. I'm like fully trying to like just go defense mode here, because whatever just came out of that bathroom, I want to make sure it hits him before it hits the rest of us.
You're just gonna try to position yourself around, because you can move around him like a circle and not take an opportunity attack if you want to try to.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll just end right here.
Yeah, you can certainly do that. You could try bonus action tumbling through him. I'd probably give advantage since he's gigantic as well.
Normally I was planning on doing that until I saw what came out of the door, and then I think like because of what I saw, I'm just very cautiously making sure I stay on my feet because I don't want to trip.
A lot happened in 6 seconds here.
Yeah, I was very cautiously like trying to reposition, make sure that our people, minus Bigfoot, because Bigfoot made his choices, are on the safe side of whatever just came out of that bathroom.
Thanks.
Hey man, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry.
I cast Vicious Mockery, nat 20, let's go.
Okay. So,
you're a shit. Yeah, and that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn.
okay, so that ends Hurk's turn. And now we're on to the ooze, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this thing looks around.
So we are.
It kind of does the equivalent of like excuse me when Bigfoot's ass comes out there, because he does what it was. You know, it has feelings too. Okay, it's not just some non-sentient being. And it looks over at the easy prey that is laying on the, not laying on the floor, but is restrained in this net, tangled up in a tangled mess. Looks over at Krentz and its it likes to, you know, the guys know that oozes. Sorry, my thing's freaking out. Oozes prefer to digest their meals slowly, right? So a slow, painful death. And this guy is not looking too quick. Mm-hmm. So he moves towards Krentz. And there's going to be equivalent of like a pseudopod.
Talking shit at me from the ground where he was tied up in a net.
he was. He's going to go out like it's how he would want it to go, you know, just talking shit and being a little asshole all the way to the very end, you know. He didn't value his life that much from the beginning. I mean, clearly, Xanathar cultist. Jeez. So the pseudopod reaches out, which is kind of like it's like flubber, you know, if you picture like the little arms kind of shooting out, a little flubber, gray flubber arm shoots out, a little acidic slap. Bitch slaps Krentz here in the net for a 14, which is, yes, enough to hit. And he takes 4 bludgeoning and 7 acid, which is actually enough exactly to kill him. And so,
he's eaten by the ooze.
And he didn't even need to roll with advantage on there. So the ooze comes up and envelops over him, and as it does that, it expands itself as it engulfs him and starts digesting the meal. But it is now plot is thickened because when it's consumed someone, it grows even larger as it's now slowly digesting this guy.
Oh my god.
What a shitty way to go.
For real.
Like I said, it's how he would have wanted to go. So.
Is it?
And we're gonna pass turn to Bigfoot.
Okay. Well, he's out of my space there, so I can retreat without taking like an opportunity attack, right?
Oh, and also, let me, I feel like Jeff Goldblum. Actually, see, the thing is, I need this thing we never used, and it's called Escalation Die. Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
So, you guys get +1 to all your attacks. course, I put that in the one spot where the guy is. I had it hidden. Okay.
Solid.
Cool. +1 to all attacks. Just on your guys' side.
So, our guy Zemk, he was bloodied before.
Yes, he was looking
Is
in
he
rough
still
shape.
bloodied, or did he like? Okay.
Give me would you like to do a check for it to see if you can tell where he's at?
Yeah, I just want to get a feel for like.
You can do a
there
history
seems to be
on
two threats.
Duegar. You can do an insight check to see his mannerisms, how he's carrying himself, or you can just do a perception check to try to look around visually and glance to see if you see any the damage that you've done.
Perception check. Perception check.
Okay. Okay. You look over at this now enlarged him, and even though that he's grown larger, all of his wounds have also started to open up as well. It seems like the process of him transforming takes a toll on him, and he seems to be heavily breathing, and it seems like he's struggling quite a bit to maintain this form this late in the game.
Okay. The blob moved. Was that intentional?
Yeah, I'm trying to do this. Okay. Yep, there you go.
There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna back up like to here. I think that's only like 10 feet. That's not that much. Maybe a little further. Maybe like here. And I got that thing that makes fire, right?
Yes, alchemist.
No, I have that.
Last time.
No, I
Oh,
have it.
what?
Yeah.
How did you get it? I thought I had it.
Did I give it to you?
I could have swore
Check
that I
my
picked
inventory. Mark it down. Yeah, I think it says I still have it, but you know what? If you want it, you can have it. I mean,
I'll allow it if you
I don't
if you want to give it to him. I'll allow it. It's okay. We're not
I'll
super
give it
tight
to
with
you,
our
Vic, but
inventory
if you have some
management.
if you got some cool idea you want to do it. I want to see what you do.
I mean, I feel like this shit monster is getting out of control, and we gotta like kill it with fire. That was my plan.
Okay.
So I was just gonna throw the little vial thing at the shit monster.
Okay. So you checked out Zemk, saw he's pretty low, and you're like, I'm gonna go for the one that's a little fresher. You're gonna go for the
Yeah.
ooze.
I feel like Tzar could probably finish Zemk off.
That would be a ranged attack as an improvised weapon. Do 1d4, and then you add on your dexterity modifier. That's a sage advice ruling from Jeremy Crawford. I'll allow it. So you do a 1d4. The damage would be 1d4 plus whatever your dex is, like 1 or 2. You add on the dex to the attack roll. I mean, plus your proficiency. So just roll a d20 and I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't think you have an improvised weapon thing built in. Okay, that is enough. Well, that's enough to hit. So you take out the alchemist fire. You see this. You know that you're careful when you pull this thing out because it's kind of like dynamite. You know that this thing, when exposed to air, will explode as soon as it's exposed to air. So you know, make sure that stopper's on there real tight. You take over. You chuck it over at this ooze, and it lands. It's like hitting the broadside of a barn. Right in the center of it, explodes, fires everywhere. Now this area is soaked.
It is.
Yes. Remember when I first pointed out, like,
Yeah, I did remember you saying that. Yeah.
In this square right here?
Soaked until now. Yeah.
but it's moved out of the soaked area for the most part. It is just from a toilet though, so I think it's soaked. And things that are soaked might not take as much damage, but it actually might not matter that much. So go ahead and roll me damage. It's gonna be 1d4 plus whatever your dex is.
That's a 4, and
so
my
it's-
dex is
And
plus 2.
Okay, so it's gonna do 6 damage, and then every round after this, it's gonna do 1d4 fire damage in that area for anything that's in there, because it's not a soaked area. So it would do 6 damage, but unfortunately, great oozes are resistant to fire, so it's gonna do 3 damage. So an insight, a history check or nature check may have revealed that, just for future reference. But that's okay. Use it for something else. I'm just letting you guys know for future reference. It's so
We're a little busy to be consulting the books here.
Yeah, it's also a resistant to acid damage. I don't think that one's too much of a spoiler to say, but yeah, it's resistant to some stuff. So I won't tell you guys everything. But okay, it also can't be knocked prone. Okay, spoiler alert. Well, what do you know? It's news. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn there, Ian? This area is on fire.
I think I'm good. Yeah, I don't know what else I could do at the moment. I think we're good.
Okay. Renaer is finally what did he do last turn? Like, why hasn't he done more so far?
He just passed to Mako.
Oh, right,
and he
right.
got passed up.
I think he got okay. That's what happened. He got skipped. That's okay. You guys are doing great. So now he's finally managed. I think. Okay, here's what happened. He, in theory, is supposed to be able to slip out of those ropes. He actually got stuck, and he's been trying to get him out of there. So he's finally like, the hell, He's like, did you do mine for real, Mako? Like, what? Come on, man. And then so now he's managed to get out. Okay, he got a little tangled there. So he's gonna go up to the big boy here, and he says, "Who said it earlier? Hurk. Hurk. You said the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Let's see if that's true." As he comes forward and crashes out with his rapier, which is what his special word for his rapier, because he is peerless when it comes to the rapier. Here we go. He to 23 does hit. So nice. For 7 damage, and then he could do sneak damage on top of that. But basically, he comes up to this guy, and as he's laboriously turning around to follow Hurk, his wounds are starting to, all the blood and is gushing out from his wounds from that savage attack that's starting to catch up with him now. And he doesn't even see Renaer coming as he comes up, and he comes right up through the underside of his ribs and pierces him straight through the heart. And blood coughs up blood as he slowly falls back. Like, first he sits down on his butt and blood sprays everywhere, and then he slouches over dead on the floor. And I'm gonna say that he returns back to his normal size after that. Just shrinks up.
Little shriveling idiot. I like how stupid he is when he's dead. He's even dumber dead than he was alive.
And then I'll hit the little button because it's not linked for some reason. Trying to do the dead thing. Dead. Yeah, he would have got a +2 on that attack as well. Yeah, Bigfoot would have got a +2 on his attack on top of the... Anyways, so that guy's dead. And then he... Whoops. Trying to get him to go right over. He's going to... He's a little acrobatic flair. So as he does that, I'm gonna say this requires acrobatics or athletics. Athletics. As he slides up and the guy sits down and he slouches down, Renaer runs up him like a ramp, jumps off of him, and tries to do a flying attack onto the ooze as he jumps off. I'm gonna need an athletics check from him though to see how that went. Could be acrobatics. It involves jumping. We'll go with athletics. 16. So he successfully does a little flourish there as he kills the Duegar, goes flying through the air for a second attack with his rapier using a multi-attack. Hits him for a 13 + 1 is 14. That's enough, and does 11 piercing damage. And with that, it is bloodied.
Nice.
And I'll indicate that. And he's going to be right next to him now, and he's gonna position himself right, not in the fire though. He's gonna step off to the side a little bit, and he's on his last legs, pseudopods, whatever. He's on his last pseudo legs there. Tzar, get him.
He's on his last what did you say? Is this relevant information?
It's a British thing.
I'm tired of these British things. Let's see.
What is Brit?
I don't know. It's like you guys are having a hard time hearing. It's almost incoherent, but these very difficult to understand. The heat of battle, what's being said. Crazy.
Okay, Czar's gonna move up. He's right next to the corpse of the idiot. You know, and then now that he's looking at the idiot, he's like, you know, this guy's marginally smarter dead than he was alive.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, all he's got to do now, he's got to do his little sling, because he ain't getting that close to it. I mean, look what it did to the bald boy. Let's see. So we're gonna do the old-fashioned spicy boy sling. Nobody's fucking. But I didn't get advantage because Renaer's right there.
Yep.
Spicy boy sling.
And you can do sneak
Advantage.
attack on top of it if you'd like, since he's 5 feet there.
Boom. Okay. Six sneakies. 8 things. 22.
That is enough.
How's that do?
And it's 6. So sneak attack plus that's 14 damage. How do you want to kill this thing? How do you want to slay the ooze?
I just chuck the spicy boy stuff and see how it sparkles into the ooze.
I like to imagine that Tzar aims towards Krentz's still frozen, slowly digesting, acidic, like melting face, and he hits him in the melted face, and it just explodes outward as like blood and guts and acid fly everywhere, and the ooze is slain.
I haven't had this much fun since Svish died.
Savage. Just absolutely savage. Okay, and with that, you guys are out of combat.
So those orcs in the previous, goblins in the previous room, you guys got the location of Floon from them, right?
No.
We killed them.
I didn't want any part in killing them.
Well, we can't really ask these guys for information now, can we? Fuck.
What about you and questions?
No.
You're always about questions. I'm about action.
I hurry up and find Floon and get the fuck out of here.
You know, maybe if you weren't standing around drooling, you could have asked a question. What do you think about that?
Listen, I'm going through some shit, okay? It's been a very, very long day.
You should have been going through some questions.
Right, children, that's enough for now. What do you say we take a look around here, eh? Renaer says.
Okay.
Yeah.
I start looking. Looking under beds. Looking in boxes.
What are you looking for?
Whatever I find.
Okay, well, in order to roll an investigation check, you would need to be looking for something specific.
I'm investigating the whereabouts of Floon. Any kind of pieces of paper, maybe like a little bit of
like a journal or a diary or something. I'm sure. Krentz
Would anybody like to help, Tzar?
Krentz was definitely a diary keeper.
Tzar. But first, I would like to close Zemk's eyes, like do the thing where like you like respect the dead. I kind of close his eyes and go over here.
Yeah, you kind of like turn him over because there's still some like not paw prints. There's still some shoe prints on him from when Renaer just like ran his ass over. But you like carefully and respectfully close. As he's
hey, Mako, be careful. Stupid is contagious, even after death. Okay.
Mako just doesn't say anything to Tzar because he's unconfident, and he just kind of like gives him an angry face. It's like, whatever, I'll help you. What do you need help with?
Are you
remember that quest, Brown?
Are you proficient in investigation, Mako?
I am.
Okay, so is anyone else? I think Mako might be the only one. So if you guys wanted to use a help action for something and it's not like super intuitive or like very clever, you'll need proficiency, and that's kind of why I'm letting Mako gonna be giving him the help action on this one. And Tzar can make the roll, but you roll with advantage because Mako's helping you. So Tzar can do a investigation check.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Man. Let's see if I can just get it done like that. Clicky? I got a 9.
Okay, you start to look around. You know this place. You've been here a few times here and there. You know, like you've worked at this place, but you know it's your place of work. You know, and you're not exactly employee of the month, so you don't know exactly where everything is. But you definitely found the shitter again. You're like that's the shitter I was talking about, guys.
Remember when I made a picture of a piece of shit in the dirt?
Yes, Czar. Yes, Czar. I remember that. But did you find anything useful? I haven't.
No.
Barnacles.
Shit.
You look in the shit. The only thing that everything seems to be pretty normal in this room, like in terms of besides the beds being moved around and it being sopping wet from the what's nasty water that's spilled out. But yeah, the only thing that's not normal is that there's all these skeletons that are in the bathroom. It's not
Should
typical.
be Hey, Renaer. Do you know what Floon's skeleton looks like?
Oh gods. No, I can't even look. I don't know if I can. I mean, he's my best mate. Maybe one of you could look for me. I can't even imagine.
I'll take a look.
He starts to stressed out. He starts to kind of pace back and forth.
I'll take a look for you, friend. Czar, you want to give me a hand?
Thank you, Captain Mako. You're always best when it is wet.
Yes, and this seems an occasion where
You're in your element, you could say.
I will be in my element, yes. Wet skeletons.
Water.
I've seen them all over the ocean floor.
I've seen shit all over the place too.
The skeletons.
Okay.
You go look in there, and there are some human-shaped skeletons in there. They're humanoid, so anywhere between 5 and 6
Renaer,
feet.
was Floon human-shaped?
He looked a lot like me, if you remember. That's why they took him instead of me.
Renaer, don't listen to him. Was he like? How tall was he? Renaer, how tall was he?
He was about the same size as me, about 5'11". Yes.
I look around here and like try to see if I can find like a 5'11" skeleton.
There's one that's pretty.
Scoffs because he's clearly 5'7".
Yeah. Yeah, roll me insight. No, no, it's fine. Yeah. So, he's got like one of those elevated boots. Looks like he's wearing like the fancy boy boots. You know, they got a little extra cushion on them. But yeah, just investigating the skeletons. They look about that size. This one of them is smaller. One of them is only about 5 foot, and the other one's about anywhere between 5'7" and 5'11". And that one's
Which
right
one?
here.
I don't see. Okay, so this one right here. I try to investigate this one to see if I can find anything specific, maybe next to it or on it, like a piece of clothing that maybe wasn't like eaten by the acid or like some kind of identification.
Yeah, there's some his pants are down around his ankles, and but looking a little bit closer. Give me another investigation check as you start to look over and try to do. You can also do a medicine check if you want as well to see what might either way.
I'll do investigation, but Czar, do you want to help me out?
This would be a straight roll for you.
Straight roll? Okay.
Yeah, you can help him because you have proficiency, but he can't. He clearly.
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell his pants are. It looks like he was definitely using the bathroom. There's a smaller one. As you look over at the other one, based off its clothing, you see goblin attire. It seems like another goblin was. I don't know if they were like next to each other when this happened. But it's one that it's one of those awkward things probably. Like Czar would know. It's very awkward when you try to take a deuce in here and you got another guy staring you down. It's like, are we competing? What's happening? Do you make eye contact? What do you do? If it's number one, number two. It's very stressful environment. They don't have any dividers. But that's about.
Well, Renaer, do you recognize this man's pants? So I guess we can do that. Identify this
Renaer
guy.
takes a look now and he's like, no, he was always very well dressed. These are so last season.
Okay, it's not him.
Okay. He's like, God forbid they are wearing those Crocs. You look there and one of them is wearing one of the Crocs from last season. They have holes in them. They're very, yeah.
out of character, I would say
That's like corrosive proof.
you would say he wouldn't be caught dead.
Yeah.
Ooh, and with that, Mako gets inspiration. Dun, 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 dun.
Sweet. Take it. Puns, baby.
Okay, so now I think Mako, Bigfoot, and Hurk all have inspiration, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys like to do in this area?
Where's the flag?
You've determined that it's not the same clothing that Loon is wearing. He's likely to be wearing.
All right. So we can go off of that deduction that this isn't the same guy. Yeah, I don't think he was in here. I think he might still be alive. Or be held somewhere else, Renaer.
Oh, thank gods. But there's still hope then, Will.
There's still
what
hope.
should we do? There's still what was the other? Okay, good. This is all good. What was he saying earlier? To Tzar. Tzar, what did he say to you? Go to the boss and. So there was clearly another area around here we haven't explored. There's still hope.
I mean, there's a door right there that we haven't opened.
Yeah, you see the door? It's a door. We go down there.
Stairs down to the bar, right?
He's like,
Yeah, that's where the bar
Is that
goes.
another shitter? Or was that just? Is that one of your happy drink places? Loon loves to drink. Maybe he'll be okay.
Let's go see if Floon's in the bar. Let's go to the bar.
Okay. All right.
What do you guys think?
Well, here's the
We'll
deal. There's
definitely
also
not
remember my drawing.
blend in, though.
Yeah, remember my drawing. There's a. The further we go, the more danger we'll be in until we get to the bar, because down there is where all the boss people hang out and do boss things. Like
Boss
hold
talk.
prisoners, probably. Honestly.
Those dumb fucks. Boss talk.
I like to
baby.
see him Zar's bullshitting
inside
Mako
joke.
right now.
Skycast reference, baby.
Oh man.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping it alive, David.
Yeah, keep that shit up, man. Zar's gonna need something here. Everybody's got inspiration, but Zar, come on, Jesus. Keep
Oh,
up
by
that
the
boss
way,
talk,
is my
baby.
net broken due to the acid guy? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
don't you have
it would
like
be,
two of
right?
them though?
I do, but I'm just wanting to know. Is
You
that
could
one
take
gone?
it. You could take it and then
Okay,
get it
I'll take
repaired,
it.
but it's currently not usable like in combat. But you could take what's left of it and probably repair it. You've repaired many knots and as a fisherman, so
I guess since
Damn, Ooze!
the door.
It broke my precious fishing net. You know how much silver this cost me, Hurk? 2 silver.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know how hard it is?
That seems like a
for
reasonable
fisherman
price.
to
in
get
this
2
economy,
silver?
as
You just got to work on your sales skills there, buddy.
Oh, hey, can we loot the body of the dwarf?
yes, you can.
I'm gonna loot the body of the other guy. and, like,
buddy.
Oh, I wish I had that clip. I was looking for it, but it was on my backup drive. So
I'll do the guy that's in the ooze and see if he had anything on him.
Oh, Mako, be careful. You don't want to touch that. It might have all kinds of diseases.
I know.
you can take a
You need a
sample if you
stick,
want.
Mako. You can get a stick.
I pull out my fishing spear and use the other side of it to kind of help poke Renaer out of the ooze, essentially. Get him out of the ooze.
You mean the Jason Statham?
Jason.
Okay.
The guy, yeah.
What's left is things that were metal, right? So his weapons corroded pretty bad. It eats away at the metal. If you guys were to attack this ooze, you deduce from this that, if you use your spear, you might want to be using the backside, the wooden side.
That's what I'm going to use, yeah, the backside.
Because when you first dip in, it starts to corrode and okay. But since you're not in combat, you have enough time to react. You use the backside of it. And within that, you find that there is a flask of cheap whiskey that he has on him.
Nice.
I take that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be worth really much, but it is, something, I guess, to.
It's something I can use to bribe Tzar with. That's very valuable. All right, I'm sorry. Anything else? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, there is. I just can't find it. So,
okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I think you're.
I'm just glad you're happy, Mako.
There's like some cream that you put on for people with balding issues, like a kind of like a just
He's
for.
got Rogaine.
It's called just for Krentz. Just for Krentz.
I take the just for Krentz as well.
You take the just for Krentz, even though you don't have hair, but you never know. Some sort of salve.
I would love, like, at the end of this, like, he keeps using it, and by the end of the campaign, like, he's got this, like, beautiful, like, mane of hair, but he's a fish still. Hairy fish.
All right.
There's definitely some floating goblin bones in the toilet. I'm not sure how exactly they got in the toilet. That's a mystery. Yeah. Let me just see if I
Maybe
got
we should
anything
loot
quickly.
loot
Yeah,
the
you
dwarf.
can definitely do that. I know I put it in here somewhere where it is, but to tell you the truth, there's so much, I'm not sure. Let's see, here's some loot stuff. Let's see if I can put it in here. It is... Well, he definitely has his war pick that he was using. His weapon got bigger and now it's smaller again, so it's sizable. Literally, like it's smaller now. It's not enlarged like when he got larger, his clothing and everything and his equipment got larger. But now it's just a normal war pick. Oh, there's a potion of healing.
Ooh, I want it.
That's an important one. I knew there was something important in there. So,
Call it. Can I just take it now?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably should take that.
That's fair. Yeah,
We
I'll
have
concede
something
that.
to get us back up. So
are you saying take it like drink it, or are you saying like I'm gonna keep one and then you're gonna pass one of your
Drink. I mean, I got 6 out of 15 here.
Okay.
Hit points. So what does that mean? That means I need 8 more. No, 7 more.
Okay.
Is it like
It's
a
2d4
gross
plus
use
2.
of a resource to get
No.
7 HP out of it?
No, not necessarily. It's up to you guys, and But as you look at the now that you have, as you start to look around, you start to look at that versus the Oozy ointment that you have in your hand, and now this is the first time that you really Tzar is looking at this ointment, and as you do, make a charisma saving throw, or a Constitution saving throw, whatever, either one.
What?
Ugh, what would be good for him? Constitution or what did you charisma? I'm gonna go for Constitution. Just a minute.
Okay. As you do this, as you look at it, you recognize this Oozy ointment. It's what the Shovelball boys used to use when they were juicing. It's what got Tzar thrown out of Shovelball, banned for life, supposedly.
Oh.
The fix that you had. You know that when you take this, it has a very specific effect on you, and it would make you feel really good to use this if you were to do it.
Yeah.
But you start using again though. So.
Oh boy. It's mine.
So Tzar feels a compulsion to do this, but I'll leave it up to you from a role-playing standpoint. What you'd like to do. You look at the potion and you look at nice, clean, good potion. You look at the ointment, might give you some special mutant effects. Also might, give you a little extra something if you take it too that maybe the other players didn't get when they took it because you are an ex-juicer. You used to use this Oozy cream. You didn't know, you said usually a needle, you inject it. That's some kind of performance enhancing. This is a cream you put on, Next thing you know, you're hitting the ball an extra 20 yards,
Back in my day, we all did this. We all took the cream. It's mighty tempting. Even the smell of Vicks Vapor Rub.
You guys notice Tzar is like really staring at this and like very fixated on it, and he seems to be a look of consternation on his face.
You good there, Tzar?
Huh? What? Who? Oh, I'm just gonna take this potion. Yeah, I don't have the ooze anymore. It's not in my backpack. I can't have that stuff. So I take the potion, but I sneakily keep the ooze.
It's okay. You don't have to lie to us. We all share here. We're all a group. No man left behind.
Share what? I have nothing to share. Except for this potion. Does someone want a potion? It's clean.
I'll take it just in case something bad happens.
I think I should take the potion.
I think I should take the potion.
Zara has a little flashback since he's choosing not to take it, but he gets a flashback now since he failed this charisma save. You remember your idol, Thick Brady. You remember Thick?
Yeah.
Thick Brady, which, Thick is draconic for the goat. Told you one time that if you wanted to play ball, this is what you had to do. You idolized him, so of course you took this thing. But it brings back all these memories flooding into your head as you just barely seem to resist applying this sweet, sweet oozy ointment on yourself.
When I put this on, I become so incredibly pliable. Just start drooling.
Tzar, are you okay with me taking the healing potion?
Healing potion? What healing potion?
The one that you just picked up.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can have
take the healing potion.
Don't take the. Yeah.
Okay, Zara now no longer has the healing potion, so you just have this stuff in your hands.
Why do I just have the drugs? what kind of friends are you?
Is that how you guys want to do it?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I probably should not take the drugs because it sounds like a thing. But at the same time, we're about to go through a boss battle, and then I could deal with withdrawal after my long rest.
Long rest? What is that?
I heard tale of it.
Crazy.
Well, you guys don't have to take. Neither of you have to take the potion. Either of the potions right now.
Yeah, I'm keeping that potion for safekeeping, man.
Let's just hold off on everything, and we'll decide later.
Okay.
I should just use this cream, right? Just in case. What if we get someone surprises us?
Tzar, be strong, buddy. What would
that's the idea, right? Strength. Imagine me.
Okay, I need persuasion from anyone willing to do it. For Tzar.
I'll do it.
Roll for persuasion.
I click the button. We'll see if it happens. Any day now. There it is. Oh, the first one was a 10.
Okay, maybe so.
The other one's like him, like you should take it.
Your words are very inspiring, but Tzar seems to be really struggling with this, and it's almost like falling on deaf ears. He just manages not to take the potion, I suppose, but it doesn't exactly feel inspired by the moment of not taking it. But at least he, still clean, I guess.
Hurk, did you ever see Thick Brady in his prime? He would hit that. He would swing that shovel, and there'd be deaths in the stands.
Tzar, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only just found out that Shovelball was a thing like last night.
It says the orc ball guy.
I mean, yeah, I know orc ball. I used to play it all the time.
That's real. Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Okay, so just to wrap things up here for this part, What's happened with the potions? Are you just guys both are you gonna? Is
Yeah,
Mako
I took
taking
the
one,
potion from him.
and then
Yeah,
Czar's
I
holding
did.
on to the Oozy Ointment in case he needs it or something.
I added it to my inventory.
Yeah, apparently that's what's going on. So I'm living with my 6 out of 15.
Okie dokie.
I got my junk in the trunk, and I guess we're ready to proceed. Proceed to danger. Proceed to death. Proceed to the bar.
All right, and with that,
No.
you guys start to make your way down through. Tzar pushes through the doors and leads them on into hallway. And please don't move past this hallway. I will help you guys no, you can go into the hallway, but I'm just saying don't move to the very end of this hallway without me moving. So you guys can start to make your way into this hallway here. As you guys make your way down the hall, Hurk is taking point.
I don't know if your stream might be frozen. It's way behind.
Okay. About now.
There we go. That's better.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys creep down this hallway. You recognize this to be the hallway that is above the sewers where you guys were before, the previously inaccessible place that you guys have been trying to reach as you go through this labyrinthine layout. As Hurk peers down the hallway, he sees in the dimly lit corridor he almost thinks like he might be seeing things, and voices start to kind of creep into his head. He sees a birthday cake. It's a chocolate birthday cake. And next to it, floating over it, is a single red balloon floating over the cake. And as you
Georgie.
and as Hurk makes his way down, he begins to hear a voice. You hear
Hey there, Hurky boy. It's someone's birthday, isn't it? I thought maybe you should.
You guys hearing that?
Hear what?
Fuck.
I don't hear Nami.
Fuck, it's happening again.
Remember her.
Why is everybody in this?
I thought you could use some delicious chocolate cake. Yes, it's true. You go down here, there's a special birthday surprise for you, Hurk. Remember back.
And as you do that, Hurk gives a flashback as this telepathic voice is speaking to him and seems to almost be taunting him. He remembers back to his Rashman village in the mountains when he was just a boy. He had just finished playing Orc Ball, which is kind of like King of the Hill, well, like with a ball. And Hurk is coming in from playing that game, beaming proudly, as obviously he won the game, King of the Hill Orc Ball. It's his favorite game. It's your birthday in your little orc village, and your mom has baked you your favorite chocolate cake. And she hands him a necklace with a large skull in the end and says, Hurk, you're turning 7 now, and that means you're almost a man. So take this. It will keep you safe. Hurk he drops his orc ball excitedly and slips the necklace around his neck. The same necklace that he wears to this day around his neck. It's the happiest he's ever been. But the happiness doesn't last long as the villagers begin to shout. And before he knows it, the village is in flames. Hurk shakes his head as a vision has just creeped into his mind.
Oh my god, I forgot my backstory was so tragic. Fuck.
You look down and see there is a real cake sitting there, chocolate cake.
Are you guys seeing a cake here? Or am I losing it?
Why are you talking about your ass?
No, not my. I know I've got plenty of cake back there. I'm talking about right here in front of me in the hallway. Do you see a cake?
I see nothing.
No, I do not.
I'm going to slowly approach the cake and look for some sort of instrument to slice and or serve a cake with.
You have a dagger. And as give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh boy.
This is an extremely fresh piece of cake. It looks like it was literally just baked. It's still warm, and it's as you cut into it, you find it's not just chocolate cake. It's that same chocolate cake from your memories.
I'm gonna slowly lift it up to my nose and smell it.
It smells really good. It's mouth-watering.
Fuck it, I eat the cake.
Hurk, as you eat this cake, it stirs up emotions inside of you. It remembers your childhood, you remember back to that day. You've been blocking it out, but now as it's coming back, you feel all those memories start to flood back to you, and you feel overcome with emotion. You used to be very good at controlling your emotions, but now they flood over you, and as you do that, you feel inspired, almost as if you've blown out a candle, and you receive another point of inspiration.
Oh hell yeah!
Hurk now is 2.
I go just I miss you, Mom.
Sorry, I killed your mom again. I'm not really sorry at all. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It had to happen. Your spellcasting focus around your neck is glowing, is pulsing with radiating light.
I put a hand on it and just hold it tight and just remember my mother and her big, strong, orcish hugs.
You're muscle mommy, but not in that way.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys are standing in a dark, dimly lit hallway. Tzar, you know that this leads to the big meeting place, the boss place. Just beyond that door. You see her.
I'm also having flashbacks.
Single tear rolling down
Having
his
a
cheek.
job.
Okay.
Hurk, you need to see a therapist. Let's keep going.
You're what to talk.
Okay. Do you guys want to proceed on to this next area?
Yeah, let's push forward.
Let's do it.
Okay. You guys can come right where Hurk is now, right? Oh, the balloon. The balloon was actually not real. Right here.
Oh, this is culty as fuck.
Well, this place doesn't look pleasant.
As you guys enter the chamber, you see it is a dimly lit chamber. It is only lit by a couple of braziers. They're lit down in this large, expansive chamber.
Hey, look. There's a slightly handsomer Renaer down there.
I say that loudly in front of Rainier's face.
As you enter the room, you see there are threadbare curtains that hang on the east wall of a long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist as that fire slowly transforms into static sparks, and lightning crashes out from his fingers, shocking him within his grasp as the man cries out. "Ah!"
Wait, what did he grab?
As he squirms helplessly beneath him and then passes out underneath him, just barely conscious. Looking down the hall, seated on a raised platform to the south, is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It leans on the throne on the side of it, onto one hand, looking bored as it cradles and gently caresses what looks to be a disembodied brain with 4 clawed feet protruding out from it, like a cat with like a brain with cat legs or dog legs. This octopus-like creature looks bored as it watches the man to get electrocuted. Upon seeing the adventurers enter the chamber, you hear the sound of a large, heavy stone moving behind you as it levitates thousands of pounds worth of stone and closes the door behind you, locking you into the chamber. And with that, that's where we're going to end tonight. Find out what happens next time. Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Damn.
You guys have reached the chamber.
I think we're gonna have to charge Volo double for this, honestly. This is a lot more than what we bargained for.
Yeah, you can negotiate that with him. I feel like we definitely should do that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
If he doesn't pay up, we'll just kill Floon right there.
Double Jeopardy, what are they gonna do?
It's intense, man.
Nice.
We're walking right into a fucking Satan cult.
This is also, by the way, this is like, it's turned past midnight, so it's the next day, okay? It's not like everybody has birthdays on the same day. This is the next day. It's the next day, and then it's Hurk's birthday, okay?
My birthday's coming up here soon. Does that mean I have the same birthday as Hurk, technically, canonically, then?
I think it means everybody has the same birthday.
Bro,
it just might.
I knew we
Mako.
were brothers from another mother. This is just more proof.
Do you guys have any questions about what happened today or anything going into next time? Or like, what did you guys think?
It was good.
I'm scared. We're in too deep. I want to go home.
Now we're good.
I'm glad you immediately started describing the Mind Flayer, because I was about to just fucking chuck a crossbow at this dude's face.
Okay.
And then at the end of the room, I was like, oh, there's more.
Yeah, it's just funny because like I had all the description stuff like ready to roll, and it was like this is obviously an important part, but I didn't want to like just outright say it, but yeah, this guy is the guy. You guys recognize this as what Scott was describing earlier as the guy with dick for faces. This is the guy. This you reckon you guys all recognize that, and that is, and also, and that's not all that you guys see too when you enter the room. Maybe I should. One sec. Just turn the music back. That's Hurk sees the half-orc guy. I was describing this all as what Hurk saw. But Tzar, as you enter the room, you scan around to the other side. First you look to these guys. Then your ADHD kicks in. You start looking around. And you see that off to the side, there is a stone figure, like a statue, and has his hand stretched out. And outstretched within the hand, draped his small little kobold body, is your brother, Jinpachi.
That's it.
He is laying on the mantle of this.
What the F?
You see your brother
killed him. Damn.
You see there is Jinpachi,
Oh my god.
your brother. He is laying there
He's
also.
the smart one.
And as you do that, Tzar reels as he realizes just how deep the plot has thickened here. And with that, that's where we're going to end for tonight with that. So,
Well,
plot
at
does
least we
thicken up.
found everybody in the most dangerous place possible, but still we found them. Hey, we got that going for us, huh guys? Huh?
Mission accomplished.
Let's go home.
that large boulder was, like I said, it's very heavy. You guys know this is not possible to lift. This thing weighs thousands of pounds. It's almost like it was levitated across by some force. and that's where we'll stop. There. So yeah, I just want to make sure we got everything in because I know I missed stuff. So.
Oh my god.
There'll be more tomorrow. Like I might even do a redo kind of this if you guys want to try to, react in character or whatever, like because I know we're at the end of our session, but we'll kind of walk it, like as you guys are entering the room again next time. Sound good?
Probably good policy to re-scrub the end for the beginnings of each thing.
Yeah.
That way, because it's hard in the moment. I know you guys you don't want to interrupt me, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm juggling a lot. But now it'll be like I'll practice it and make sure I nail it for next time. And you guys want to say some stuff, and I'll let you jump in. You can interrupt me and stuff. It's cool. Yeah. All right. Well,
Cool.
it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be a crazy encounter. I'm ready for it though.